Hi guys, a slight detour. Right, I've been doing some work with these 14500 lithium ion batteries. 14500 as in 14 millimeters diameter, 50 millimeters length, same size as a AA battery. When you use these, because they're virtually 4 volts each, they're almost 3 times as powerful as a 1.5 volt battery, almost. So if you put one of them in, you need to fill up the other spaces with dummies. These are just 3D printed tubes, which I've put end caps on so they work the same as a battery. In other words, they go in the same slot, but they're just straight through. That's a bit of wire connecting both ends together. So that would be roughly the equivalent to 3 normal AA batteries. Okay, so I did that, and so I just took apart a battery to get the end caps off and didn't think much more about it. Then when I came to do some more of them, I found that not all batteries are put together the same way. So I'm going to take all these apart one at a time and have a look at them. Sort of things we're looking at. This is what I was expecting. A metal case with a end cap with a bit of a nipple on it. And where are we? Brilliant. The actual one I want to show you I haven't got there. Right, these ones. Right, these are the ones I was taking apart. These have a separate end cap, which is what we've got on there. Oh, before I do this, I'm actually going to put some gloves on. I don't normally bother this sort of thing, but this is very likely to get a bit messy. Quite a few of these batteries are leaking anyway, because these are all my old batteries that I keep in a bag and send to the recycling every so often. So I expect I'll get messy. And as I happen to have these gloves on the table, because I use them for other purposes, I cut them into strips as rubber tyres for my rubber band powered cars. Anyway, we can use them. Oh, not much good that one, is it? They're a bit old, obviously. Right, we'll take one of these apart and show you what I'm talking about, because I'm already 3 minutes in and I've done nothing. I'll take the plastic case off. You'll observe that the bottom cap pops off. There we go. So that's the bottom cap I was using on there. And then the top end, they're actually held in place with a bit of soft plastic. Yeah. You can just reach in and lever it out like that. This is going to be a pain. They're going to keep rolling off the table. Or you can work your way around the edge, just peeling back the lip. I have to change that, haven't I? That's going to be no use at all, that glove. But we'll get the first one out of the way. Right, so you can possibly see that plastic lip. But if I push it the other way, we can get underneath it, and we can ease that off. And that's the carbon rod that goes down the middle. So that's the 2 bits that I wanted. And because I'd used that battery, or that type of battery, there was no trouble at all. It was that easy. Then I came to another one, which is also a Poundland Kodak, but this one's the extra life one, and it's different. This is actually that one. So I was expecting to just peel back the top edge and get that top piece out, and I think you can see how we're going here. At least we would be able to if this came off as easily as the other one does, but it's not. It's actually some sort of foil. Which is stuck on all the way down. Well, I think you can see what I'm saying here. That doesn't have a separate cap. Then we get to the bottom end, and the bottom end was like the top end was at the other end. On the other battery, you peel it back around the edges, and then you lever it up, and this is the bottom. And it's actually got a copper rod goes up the middle there. Which is interesting. So that's the opposite way round, and that one's no good to me whatsoever for that purpose. So we'll chuck these out of the way. In my bag of dead batteries. And we'll have a look at the next one on the list. When we're going cheap, Wilko's probably the next compared to Poundland. Right. Wilko Extra. Now that looks like it's the same format as that Kodak one from Poundland. Yeah, it is. Very much the same. Some sort of a foil, sticky back foil. These gloves are not going to last, are they? Oh, what a mess. I really didn't intend to spend a long time doing this, but this is going to be one of those videos that's just going to take forever for no good reason. Oh, come on. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to give up with the gloves, and then we're going to open up a really messy one, and I'm going to have all sorts of muck over my hands. How awkward can that be? It just doesn't want to come off in one piece. I mean, clearly I didn't need to take it all the way off. I could have just done the top and bottom, but I wanted to demonstrate what it looked like, at least on the first couple of batteries. Right, so that one looks the same as that Poundland Energy one, or whatever it was. Peel the edge back. There we are. Is that going to lift up? Yep. I don't know what material that is, but it's metallic rather than carbon. So again, not really much use for me in what I want to use it for. And then this one, I suspect will be like the... Ugh. Did we have another one? Yeah, we did. That one doesn't look in quite such bad condition. We'll chuck that one out. I don't know, this one looks like it's got... This one's got a metal case. Right, okay. That wasn't what I expected. The metal case is coming apart now. Okay. So that looks like a metal case. Metal case round a metal case. So is that metal or is that... No, that's plastic. Okay. So can we get that end cap off? Not easily. It's sort of all coming apart now. This looks like it's, well, we can't tell because it's an old one, but I mean that looks quite powdery. Now at this end. It's all... Right, okay, well that end would work for my purposes. And that is a carbon or carbon-like rod down the middle. I don't suppose it'll actually come out. No. But this looks like a dry cell. Right, in the bin. What else? Next cheap type. Sainsbury's, one of our supermarkets. That's a sort of foil wrapping, sticky back foil. So if we'll just look at the name of it. Sainsbury's Extra Long Life Alkaline AA. So yeah, that's a metal case with the bottom end held in place. Oh, that one doesn't want to come off. That's all right once I got it started. Oh, well, I am glad I got my gloves on then. That one is leaking. Because it's leaking on the gloves that have got the hole in them, so yeah. So I can have a little pillar up the middle. Yeah. So that's got that single pillar up the middle again. Okay, well, I'm going to change those gloves now. Be back in a minute. Right, there we are. Clean pair of gloves with no tear in them at the moment. So, that was Sainsbury's. Oh, that's one of the ones. Is that one of the ones I took apart already? No, that's another Poundland heavy duty zinc chloride battery. That looks like that's going to be like that one. That looks very similar. Yeah. So it's got the same end cap that I wanted. Push that back over that way, get underneath it, lever it, and up it comes. Perfect. Okay, I don't suppose that's going to pull out in one go. No, it isn't. So I'm not going to worry about actually pulling them apart and seeing what sort of chemicals are inside them. Fusio Max. I think we get those in pound stretchers. I think. I don't remember. Fusio Max Endurance Ultra Power Alkaline. That's a soft plastic outer layer. Oh, it's that foil again, isn't it? So these are going to be like those. Alright, I'm not going to bother peeling that all the way off this time because that was just a waste of time. I expect the other end, apart from the fact it's got a bit of red plastic and the other one was black plastic. Why would you put red plastic on the negative end? Well, that's got to be confusing, isn't it? So yeah, got to nip that one open. Be able to get inside. Oh, that one's going to leak as well. There we go. I think we can see which are the ones that are going to leak the worst. So that was Fusio Max. Everybody likes to talk about Duracell. Oh, that's another Fusio Max, so we don't need to do that. Don't want to do duplicates. ProCell. Duracell ProCell. Industrial alkaline battery. Okay. That's another one with the foil, sticky back foil. Yep, so there's no point in fussing with that end. That's going to be this end again. It seems to be sealed in a slightly different way. Yeah, it didn't have the end rolled over like the other ones did. It's still got the metal rod up the inside, but I think that's going to come off. Alright, there we go. Sort of got a double head on it. And that one's sealed in. Okay. And that's some sort of plastic filler. goes through the middle there, so it's not just popping out easily. Let's get rid of that. It's all sort of rolled underneath to hold it in place. That just doesn't want to come out easily. There we go. Got it eventually. All sort of rolled round underneath to hold it in place. That even looks like it's got a vent hole in it to let gases out. Right, next. Well, that was a Duracell we just did, so we might as well do these other Duracells. Duracell Simply. Buy these in Poundland. Coloured foil. It'd be wonderful to know how many of these are all made by exactly the same manufacturer. Well, this looks the same as that last one we did. Yeah, I just pulled that off the little metal tag that was up the middle. But yeah, that looks exactly the same as the last one. Well, I say exactly the same, very similar. There's a separate bit there that we have to nibble all the way around to get it out. I wonder how long this video is going to take. Okay. So that's no good for my purposes. Okay, now we'll do this one then. Looks exactly the same. sticky back foil and the top end. Yep, same thing. Got a cap on it. Which has just flown over the room, but that looks the same. Okay, I'm not going to fuss with that one anymore. Same thing, peel it around the edge, pull that bit out. Three the same there, so we can get rid of two of them. What are they called? Maplin. Well, they haven't been around for a few years. '04 2017. Okay, let's have a look at this. That looks like it's a sticky foil cover. Yeah. I'm only pulling off enough to confirm that the top end is just one continuous tube. So I reckon this is going to be the same at this end, isn't it? Okay. So that'll be nibble that back. I suppose for detail, there is a couple of little holes in the top there to vent gases. There we go. So, yep, nothing different there. What else? GP Supercell heavy, super heavy duty, and GP Green Cell extra heavy duty. That one has mercury and 0% mercury and cadmium. That one has 0% mercury and cadmium. So no obvious difference there. Product of Gold Peak Group. gpbatteries.com.hk. Okay. This one looks like it might have this, oh, I don't know. This is one with a aluminium case, or say aluminium, a metal case round the metal case. Okay. Looks like we can peel back the top end and get the cap off there, and the bottom end is different. It's got a little black plastic ring there that's going to come off, yeah. And then that piece is going to come off. Yep. Well, how was that actually? Must be another. Oh. Right. It's a plastic sleeve. So we had a metal sleeve and a plastic sleeve. Okay, well, that does actually give me the bits that I want. And it's got another plastic cover. I'm not going to go any further. At least it's not full of liquid. So let's try the other GP. It's got a join down there, so I reckon that's going to be the same thing. A metal sleeve. With a green plastic ring. And then, yeah, that's a plastic cover. With the metal bit that I want, and a black plastic ring for the bottom end. I expect the top end is going to be the same again. Can we get a knife under the edge? Yep, there we go. Still got the top of the carbon rod in it. Okay. How are we doing? Oh, think we'll make this into a whole hour. Right. Super long life. I can't read what that says there, the name. But I'm guessing this is a Japanese one. Not Japanese, Chinese. They're probably all made in China, aren't they? Right. I should think that is just a plastic cover, but the metal is already corroded inside. So that looks like those Poundland ones, metal end cap. And that one's, yeah, very much like those Poundland ones we started off with, except the case is so corroded it's falling apart. So if I push that back, around the edge, there we go. Daewoo. That's the, oh no, I was going to say that's sticky back, but it isn't. That's just a plastic cover. Bottom caps come off, which is what we want, so that's like the Poundland ones. And the top end looks the same as well, so peel that back. The plastic ring, and off it comes. Okay, so that one was all right. You've probably forgotten what the original purpose of this was, which was just to get the end caps for my dummies. That's two the same, so we'll just do one of them. Universal Electronics, made in China. Okay, that is the sticky back stuff. Yeah, so it's a solid tube. Solid. It's a tube. What I'm trying to say is the end is solid. We can't just flick the cap off. Okay. Here's the difference that the alkaline ones have got the spike up the bottom. One of those things you can quote. Oh, another GP. That one looks well corroded. Solid top. Not one that I can flick a cap off. Sticky back foil. Yeah, that one's actually got some sort of reference number in there. Got a green bottom. Probably not worth the effort because it's already corroded. Where did that go? Oh, over on the floor. Right. So that green bottom's come off, so now we just nibble it back around the edges. Right, well, you can see the spike up the middle. We've also got whatever this is. Which on all the others has stayed in there. Nearly done. Vata. Sticky back foil. Don't really want to go this far, being as this one's all falling apart, but I think we can rest assured this will be very similar to the others. Ooh, bubbling. If you're interested in people taking batteries apart, Big Clive did some good ones. Not sure if it was nickel metal hydride. I think it was nickel metal hydride. He actually managed to get his to catch fire. Which, as he said, was a little bit unexpected at the time. Didn't catch fire immediately. It was some of the stuff that because he took it right apart, unwrapped it and all the rest, the innards, and some of the powder had dropped on some paper. If you watch the video carefully, you actually noticed it sparkle a little bit, and then it caught fire. Okay. Same old, same old. I am glad I put gloves on. High watt battery, heavy duty. Is that saying it's got lead in it? PB. Not rechargeable. This looks like one of those ones with a metal case over the metal case. Yes. Why do they do that? Why would you put a metal case over a metal case? So the other ones, when we put a knife blade under there, it sort of popped off, didn't it? That's an alternative way of doing it. Crush it. Yes, it did have the plastic cover over the metal case. Plastic cover over the metal case, under the metal case. I've actually got the carbon rod to come out with that one. So if we get that plastic cover off, is that bottom cap just going to drop off? Yeah. Okay, well, that one would work for my purposes. I expect I could get that off there if I really wanted to. So, Energizer, Philips and Tinko. Tinko.com. Alkaline battery. That's another one with the sticky back foil. Yeah. I did mention on one of the others there's a couple of little air holes or vent holes in there. Oh, another leaky one. Well, let's be fair, it hasn't leaked, has it? It's only leaked because I'm pulling it apart. So if we're honest about this, these ones haven't leaked. And they're only leaking because I'm abusing them terminally. There we go, another one of them. So that's Tinko Super Alkaline, 0 mercury, 0 cadmium. Okay, Energizer. Made in Singapore. This looks like it's just ordinary. Oh no. I was going to say ordinary plastic. It isn't ordinary plastic, but it is one that's got a cap on it. So, is that just going to pop off, or have we got to work on it? Yeah, it doesn't want to just pop off. So that's a slightly different format. A separate cap, but it looks, well, it's got little spot welds on it. Yeah, that's spot welded to the top of the case. Oh, that's different. So you can see 3 little spot welds on there. Bit of liquid coming out because we've broken the seal. Oh, well, that is what we want. This looks a bit different under the surface here. Get rid of that. I don't know if it's particularly significant, but it's different. That is a little metal disc there. And a little plastic holder. plastic holder off. Well, that was different. It's probably deeply significant to the construction. Right, last one, Phillips. No particular reason for saving it to the end. That's a different top. Didn't lock off the focus again, did I? I did earlier and then I started again. That doesn't look like that comes apart there, or does it? Oh yes it does. So this is a bit of a combination of the others. So I push the plastic back, you can get under the edge of that. There we go. So that's my cap. It's really goopy goo there. So the other end, I would think if we just peel the plastic back, there'll be another little cap, end cap. Yeah. So that's it. Quick resume. There was two basic different types as we went through them. There was the ones that were a continuous tube from the, including the top was enclosed, and the bottom was the bit that had the removable part, and the other ones, the bottom was enclosed and the top was the bit with the removable part. Some of them had these additional caps, top and bottom. And that's about it. So that's probably best part of an hour-long video of me just taking batteries apart. Ordinary AA, no nickel metal hydride, no rechargeable, NiCad, well NiCad nickel metal hydride, lithium ion, didn't do anything like that, stuck to the simple safe stuff. And if you're wondering where they all went, that's my current bag full of dead batteries, which I get from doing all the charity shop stuff, all the radio controlled cars and that. If they have batteries in them, they're usually dead and need replacing. That's it, and thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.